so I got another project done. I wanted to show you, it's a box, well, it's not really, I guess it's a box. It's a crate. I think it was more like an apple crate. And at least in my case, I'm actually going to make 4 of these in total and have them sort of side by side, and then it'll make kind of a cube. And that's actually going to be used as a coffee table. But I wanted to do a video of just the crate itself because I thought this was pretty cool for storage. You see these in a lot of the big box stores where you can buy them. So anyways, here's a video of what I did to make this one. And as always, you can check out my website at woodlogger.com where I've got more pictures and detailed information about this project and other projects going on in my shop. Hey guys, so I wanted to take a second to talk about the boards that I'm cutting for the sides of the crate. I wanted to make sure that they're all the exact same length. And if you're relatively new to woodworking, you may not have seen this trick yet. But one of the hardest things to do is to get exact same length measurements on boards that you're cutting, especially when you're using a miter saw. So what I always do is I always cut all of my boards about 1/8 of an inch too long. And then what I do is I go back. And you can use double stick tape. I usually just use painter's tape and just kind of wrap it around the side or just kind of get them all lined up. And then I go back and I do sort of one final cut and trim off, to the exact length that I want. And it ensures you get, a precise fit so that you'll have lengths that'll kind of vary on that. So anyways, that's the trick that I use. I'll show you my benchtop sander table that I use when I'm sanding. I really don't show a lot of sanding in any of my videos. I just don't think it's very interesting, but I've had quite a few emails over the past year wanting to see me use this, but I just never film me sanding because, again, I just don't think it's very interesting to watch me do it. So anyways, if you want to see more about this benchtop sander table, I've got plans on my site at woodlogger.com, or I'll try and put a link somewhere on the video. But yes, I really do actually use my benchtop sander table. And I'll show you a few seconds of how I use it. Stop and talk for just a second about the sides of the crate and how I'm going to join them. So at least in my plan that I've got, I'm using 2 boards. And I'm going to kind of just edge join them together. And there's lots of ways you could do that. If you have pocket holes, like a pocket hole system, that's great. Dowels, you could use that. I actually got a biscuit joiner, and I'm going to use a biscuit joiner just because I think it's going to hide the fact that there's sort of 2 boards joined together the most. I do like using pocket holes. I use those quite a bit, but I'm going to use a biscuit joiner for this one. So to get started on my sides, I'm using a biscuit joiner for mine to sort of edge glue the 2 sides together. And if you're familiar with biscuit joiners, you already know how easy they are. If you're not, the basic premise is that you drill a hole in both sides of these, you insert your biscuit, you add some glue, and the biscuit actually expands to make the joint tighter, so there's less movement. So I'm actually going to use 3 biscuits on mine. I could probably get away with 2, but I don't know. I want this to be a little bit sturdier. So that's basically how it's going to look. So then all I have to do is get the boards side by side, mark it with a pencil so that I know where to join them. Line up. So anyhow, you can see right here, I've got my hole right there. The biscuit will slide in right there. And when I do my other board, it'll go together and hopefully I have a tight joint. Okay, well I've got all my biscuit holes drilled out now. Now I just need to glue it up, clamp it up, and see how it works.
Apply some glue.
Put some clamps in right now. Okay, well I've got my sides all done. Now I'm going to actually put some handles in the side to make it easier to hold. Alright guys, so I've got all my pieces cut, my sides are done, I've got my holes drilled, and now really I'm just ready for assembly. And for assembly I'm going to actually use just brad nails and some glue. Okay, well I've got the bottom done, so now I'm ready for each of my sides. Here it is, here's my crate, it's all finished. I think it turned out great. This can be used just for storage by itself. You can really use your imagination, right, on what you can do with this. As I said earlier, I'm actually going to use this along with 3 other crates. I'm going to make a cube, and I think I'll make that a video as well. So I'll turn this into a coffee table and put that on casters, and I'll show you guys what I came up with that. So as always, check out my website at woodlogger.com for more videos, pictures, information about this and other projects that I have going on in my workshop.